Hello, class, and welcome to Lesson 7.7. It is with sadness that I am giving you your last video lesson that will be original. The other ones you're going to do for your review are going to be repeats. So it's been a pleasure doing video announcements with you, and hope you've enjoyed them. And please give me any feedback on how you think the flipped class has gone and how the videos are helping or not helping. I'd appreciate any feedback you could give me. Anyway, this is a review for our last chapter test, solving problems involving geometry. Just remember, folks, for the upcoming test, I will provide you with a formula sheet that has measurement on it, your circle geometry formulas, and conversion formulas. Okay, so that will be provided for you on your test. It's probably the same photocopy double-sided sheet you've been using that I've given you, plus the circle geometry formulas that are in the beginning of your workbook. All right, let's just quickly review the topics that you should need to know. First of all, be able to perform basic calculations of perimeter, area, volume. Remember when it's two-dimensional and when it's three-dimensional. Okay, perimeter, your units are singular because it's doing a length. Area, they are squared units. Okay, and that's for 2D and 3D. And volume is 3D, so that is cubic units. Okay, so these are all your units. Awesome. Make sure you can do conversions, ladies and gentlemen, between imperial and metric systems as well as within each. So I could say you may have to convert some inches to inches to feet or feet to inches within the imperial, or within metric. You may have to watch your units because you may have a flower bed that's this many centimeters by this many centimeters, but then the height might be in millimeters. So you got to watch that to make sure you got the same units. Okay. When you're doing conversions, make sure to match common units. For example, if it's an area calculation, you're going to look for a conversion that's feet squares to meter squared, not just feet to meters, because this deals with a length conversion. Okay, whereas feet squared to meters squared is an area conversion. So watch to make sure that you've got those units matching up. All right, then we spent some time with composite shapes. So we know we already did basic shapes or basic calculations up here, but composite shapes either have more than one recognizable shape. You're either going to show the addition or subtraction of common shapes. So here's two examples I'll take a look at. So if you take a look at if you want to find the volume of the corn in a silo, well, first of all, you realize you've got two shapes. You've got the volume total is going to equal the volume of the cylinder plus, and we're going to assume that you can fill it completely up, even though I know you need to leave air in and you've got a motor in there. We're going to say plus half the volume of a sphere. So you would look in your formula sheet, which I have right in front of me. So that would equal pi r squared h plus 1/2 times the volume, which would be 4/3 pi r cubed. So all you'd have to do is sub in your r value and your h value. And away you go. And again, I'd have to give you those measurements in a question. Okay, so that's an addition of two common shapes. Okay, whereas B, where you got volume of the concrete in the brick, notice there's some holes in this, so we can't just say it's total volume. We've got to take some whole volumes and subtract some holes. Okay, so what we're going to say is volume of the rectangular box, or just box, or volume outside, subtract 3 times the volume of the cylinders. Okay, and again, volume of the box, that equals length times width times height. Okay, or rectangular prism if you're looking at it on your formula sheet, times 3 times, and you have to look at the volume for a cylinder, which is what we did from above, pi r squared h. Okay, and then you just sub in your the 3 dimensions there plus the radius, so 4 dimensions. And I apologize, folks, it shouldn't be an equal sign, it should be a subtract sign in there. Okay, and then plug in your information. So that should be more of the geometry that you've been used to seeing, probably from grade 9 all the way up. Just expect it to be an application problem and maybe a little harder than normal, okay? Please, wherever you can possible, use simplification and simple it down to get it as simplified to pi as you can. Remember, do not use 3.14 for pi. Use the pi button after you've simplified your expression, okay? Next, we're going to take a look at, ladies and gentlemen, properties of circles. We learned a whole bunch of new terminology like chords, arcs, segments. So make sure you're able to draw and describe all of these. Okay? Make sure you could do a matching question or something like that for your knowledge. Okay? Number 5, investigating properties of circles. Go back and take a look. I believe there were 8 properties that we took a look at. And basically, they're based on when things are perpendicular, equidistant, or mirror images. Okay? And we'll make note, folks, there's no practice test for this unit. It is quite hard to find problems or build problems with these circles because they do take a lot of work. So I will keep that in consideration, and I'll make the unit test not as difficult as I normally would if you have a practice test, so I'll keep that in consideration. And it's your last unit test, folks, so I don't want to overload you because I know you're busy with other things. So what you have, folks, is either 1 or 2 work periods. Talk to me and find out based on our timing how much time we have. Now, ladies and gentlemen, these are from the assigned work. There's only maybe 2 questions that I reassigned from last time, and that's because they're important or got to make sure we cover them. Choose the ones that you need most concentration on first. If you think that's overwhelming, sorry, you're crazy if I'm going to get all those questions done in 2 days or 1 work period, whatever I'm giving you, please focus on the ones that you need the extra help with. So if you need help with circles, then deal with the circle ones. If you need help with the geometry or conversions, deal with those. All right? Again, those are just parameters or suggestions for you, okay? You could just skip all this and make your own study sheet and away you go. It's your decision completely. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is it. Good luck on your unit tests. I hope you enjoy going over the review videos that I already have done. You'll be reviewing this again for the review for Chapter 7. So you'll probably hear this exact same voice again, exact same thing. Anyway, let me know any positive, negative feedback would be appreciated on how the video lessons went. I also wish you much success in the future and good luck on that exam. Start studying right away. Okay? Have a great day, guys. It's been a pleasure getting to know you guys and having fun with you.